Welcome to all of you in this online class. As you know that this is my third lecture on set. Today my first topic is subset, right? Let us consider a set X in which you have a group of students in which all students presently studying in your class, right? And another set Y in which a group of students of your school, right? It means each and every student of group X also the student of group Y. Okay, now we comes to the definition of subset. A set A is said to be subset of B, set B, if every element of A also an element of B, right? In other way, we also define this subset like this in other way, other word. If A means an element belongs to A and A also belongs to B, then we can say that A is subset of B. Symbolically, we can also write this as A is subset of B. This sign stands for a subset of. That means this sign means a subset of. Each subset of, not a subset. Each subset of. Each subset of. This sign stands for each subset of. This is another symbol used for implication, and we read it as implies that. Implies that. With help of this symbol, we can also define the set as, in other word, with help of this symbol, if A is subset of B, then A belongs to A implies that A also belongs to B. It means A is said to be subset of B if A, an element of A, also the element of B. Note it, note down it. Here we studied that if A is the subset of B, it means each and every element of A also belongs to B. It is possible that the element, each and every element of B may or may not be present in A. Okay? If each and every element of B also present in A, then what happens? Suppose if A belongs to A and A belongs to B, then we say that A is subset of B. Suppose if each and every element of B also present in A, then we can say that B, if B is subset of A, right? If A is subset of B and B is also subset of A, this means A and B both are equal sets, right? This definition can be defined with the help of symbol which is known as this symbol, which is called in two ways implication, right? It means if A is subset of B and B is subset of A, it means in two-way implication this, so that if and only if A is equal to B. This symbol, that means two ways implication, is used for a statement if and only if. Briefly, we can also write it as IFF. IFF means if and only if. Okay. So here we get the definition of equal set with help of subset. If A is subset of B and B is subset of A, then if and only if A equal to B. Okay. Suppose this with the help of example. Let A equal to 1, 3, 5 and B is set of all x such that x is greater than equal to 1 but less than 6 and x is natural number. X is natural number such that x is greater than equal to 1 but less than 6, then both the set A and B are equal. That means here A is subset of B and B is subset of A if and only if A equal to B. Okay, note down. Here we conclude that if A is element of capital A and A is also the element of capital B, then A is subset of B. Similarly, if A is element of capital B and A is also the element of capital A, it means B is also the subset of B. Here we come to a point that each and every set is also the subset of itself, right? Similarly, since empty set has no any element, so we always take a subset of every set as an empty set. It means empty set is a subset of every set. Here we come to a question. Consider the set phi A where element of A is 1, 3, B where element of B is 1, 5, 9, C element of C is 1, 3, 5, 9. Then insert the symbol, this symbol used for subset and this symbol used for not a subset between this. Since phi is subset of each and every set, so here we can use this symbol, that means phi is subset of B. Here A has element 1, 3, B has element 1, 5, 9. It means 3 belongs to A but not in B. So A is not the subset of B. So we can write it as and cross it. Right? In third, here element of A is 1, 3, element of C is 1, 3, 5, 9. It means every element of A also the element of B, but B has some element which not the element of A. Then A is called subset of C. Here C is not the subset of A, but A is subset of C. Right? Similarly, here B has 159, C has also 159 extra 3. So B is also the subset of C. Okay. Now there are two questions in question number second. If A equal to A, E, I, O, U, collection of vowels, B equal to A, B, C, D, is a subset of B? Since only A of set A is present in set B and E, I, O, U not in B, so A is not a subset of B. Here A is not a subset of B, right? Why? Because not each and every element of A present in B. Okay. Now question number 3. Let A, B, C are three sets such that A belongs to B. That means set A is element of set B and B is subset of C. Is it true that A is subset of C? Let us take some examples. Let A is equal to 1, only one element. Then B has one element like set A and another element 2, and C has one element like set A, 2 and 3. Here A is element of B because the set A is one of the element in set B, and next B is subset of C. It means each element of B also present in C. Then A is subset of C? Not, because A is element of C. Here A is element of C, so it is not a subset of C, because we know that element not be a subset of, since this set A is element of C and any element not a subset of that set, that particular set, right? No doubt. Let us understand the concept of subsets in real number families. Subsets of real numbers. As we know that capital N is the set of all natural numbers, capital Z is the set of all integers, capital Q is the set of all rationals, belongs to Z, and Q does not equal to 0. Capital T is the set of all irrationals. That means X belongs to R but X does not belongs to Q. R is the set of all reals. Right? Here, as we know that N is the subset of Z, it means every element of natural number also the element of integers, and every element of integers are also the element of rationals. So Z is the subset of Q, and Q is the subset of real numbers. But N not a subset of T, Z is not a subset of T, okay, but T is the subset of R. This is the concept of subset with respect to real numbers. Now our next topic is intervals of subset of R. R means real. First, suppose if A, B belongs to R, that means A and B are real numbers, and A is less than B, then a set A is equal to X such that X is greater than A but less than B. It means a set in which every element greater than A but less than B and X is real number, then we say that this implies that A is a open interval set. A is an open interval set, okay, and symbolically we write this A as A comma B with a small bracket. Second, if A, B belongs to R are real number and A is less than B, then the set A of all X such that X greater than equal to A but less than B, where X is real number. Here X is greater than equal, here one end is closed and another end is open. In this set one end is closed and another end is open. It means the element of X is from A to B, where A included but B excluded. Here A included but B excluded. Then this type of set, here in set A from A to B, in which A included but B excluded, it is called one end open set, and symbolically we write this set as A, B. Here we use small bracket. One end is big bracket, a small, which end is closed, then this end is so by large bracket. Third, if A, B belongs to R and A less than B, then the set A where X is greater than A but less than equal to B. Here this is also a set which has one end open, one end another end closed, and in this set A is excluded, B is included, and symbolically we write this as A, B. Here we use capital bracket at the end of B where B is included. And last fourth set is if A, B belongs to R and A less than B, then A is the set of all X such that X is greater than equal to A but less than equal to B. Here both end are included in this set, and directly we use this with this symbol AB. Okay, these four sets have four different types of intervals. In first, the interval is called open on both ends. Second, and write this interval with the symbol small bracket. And second, when X is greater than equal to A less than B, it means A is included but B is excluded. Then this symbol is used for this types of interval, and we write this as a one end open and one end closed set. Similarly, in third, here A is included, A is excluded but B is included. It means X is real number greater than A but less than equal to B. And symbolically, less than equal to which end is included, at those end we use this symbol of large bracket. Similarly, in fourth, if both A and B are included, then both A and B close with large bracket. Right? Note down this. Then we describe all these intervals with the help of number line. It means by using number line we describe each of the intervals one by one with the help of figures.